hello, everyone, and how is everyone doing today? It is August the 10th. It's August 10th, 10 days to month of August, and today we are at another topic for our 30-day post-publishing power moves segment series. And today we are going to be talking about create your author brand story. Create your author brand story. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the post publishing power moves, where I help you turn your published book into a platform, your platform into impact, and your impact into income. Okay, I am Sharice N. Johnson Moore, and I am a publishing consultant and visibility coach. I want to say that your book is more than pages. It's more than some pages thrown together, okay? It's a movement waiting to happen. I help you unleash its power so you can walk boldly in your God given assignment and make the impact you were created for, okay? And today we are deep diving into into my favorite topic, which is how to create your author brand story. Because your book, okay, your book it tells a story. It tells a plethora of revealing yourself to people that you do not know. Okay, and your brand tells people the story that they will remember. Okay, so let's get into this topic for today. Hello, everyone. And how is everyone doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. So, I wanted to say, now we're going to dive into this. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is what is an author brand story and why does it matter? What is an author brand story and why it matters? Your author brand story is a narrative that connects your personal journey, your book's message, and the transformation you offer your audience. Okay? It's not just your biography, it's not just Christian fiction, it is your why. It is your why in a way that resonates emotionally with your readers. People buy from people they trust. Okay? People buy from people they trust. The stories create trust factors. That's a fact. Okay? They buy books from people that they trust. And your story creates the trust factor, and that is a fact. Okay? I wanted to, I to really iterate this message, it is I was telling a young lady the other day that she had to create a author brand, and that she had to put her story into a paragraph or take out important facts of what made her write her book and why it is important for her and her message. And I had to, I sat down with her and we created her story together. And she had a better understanding of what was the purpose of this assignment. And you always want to tell your story in a short, brief synopsis, okay? And you want to remember that. You want to remember what you're going to say to the people when you address them, okay? And so, want to get into what is the elements of a compelling author brand story. Okay, it is your origin story. What experiences led you to write your book? What experiences led you to write your book? The transformation, how did you overcome the challenges you share in your book? Your mission, the reason you do what you do now, okay, and your call to action, what you invite your audience to do next, either buy the book, join a community, sign up for a newsletter, follow you on social media, things of that nature. You can always keep your audience fulfilled, always interested in what you do when you lead them from the book to really sitting down and really understanding about what you want them to do next. So want to your origin story or what the experience led you to write the book, transformation. Okay, what did you overcome? How did you overcome the challenges in your life to for you to share your book? The mission, the reason you do what you do now, and the call to action. Okay, you want to lead them to the next thing. Buy your book, join the community, sign up for the newsletter, sign up for the podcast, subscribe to my YouTube channel, something of that nature, Or when they sign up for the newsletter, you can give them an incentive for signing up for the newsletter, where you get a free copy of the ebook. That's how I always lead. That's how I lead. Where I call to action. When you sign up for a newsletter, you get the free copy of my ebook, Coming to Loving Yourself. Okay, so number 3 is how to use your author brand story everywhere. How to use your author brand story everywhere. Okay, you can use it in your social media bio, and about the sections. You can use it as a signature story during interviews, speaking engagements, or podcast interviews. You can use it on your website and your book landing page, to connect with potential readers. And you can always use it in a email sequencing to warm your audience up before a launch. So, how to use your author brand story everywhere. Social media, signature story, website or book landing pages, or email sequences before launch. Okay. Now, number four, how your brand story sets you apart. I know it's a crowded market. It's a crowded market out here. It is. It's crowded. There are an average of between 25 and 3,000 books printed a day, published a day, and distributed. And you have to, in the crowded market, you have to pull out the details. The details of your personal story makes you more memorable. The more personal you get, the more memorable you become. No one else can copy your lived experience but you. And you know the exact details of this journey. Okay? Nobody can tell the story. Nobody can tell the story better than you, okay? And then you can turn your book from just another title into a go-to resource for your audience. Okay? I'll give an example with that. My book, Coming to Loving Yourself, led to a workbook. And the workbook is correspondent, is consistent with the first book, which means I've taken topics, I've taken each season of my life from birth to early elementary to middle school to high school to adulthood. I've taken that book through a sequence of time frames where you can sit down and talk about some of those things. You ask the people the questions of how did you, I ask it to the point where what happened in your childhood that made you think this? Or what happened in your childhood that affected you in this way? Or how was your parents' relationship when you were growing up? Or, I ask all those kind of personal questions. But it is to bring you from out of the darkness to walk you into the light. I say that because I take Coming to Loving Yourself study guide to building your self-worth as walking a person through their childhood experiences or things that have happened in the course of their life, and understand that it's not their fault. It wasn't something that you did or said. It was something that was thrown at you or placed on you that was not your doing. I kind of walk a person through that and, change their mindset transformation with that workbook. Okay, so let's go through our 4 points. Our 4 points. What is an author brand story and why it matters? Okay. Then we go. Number 2 is elements of a compelling author brand story. Okay. Which is your origin story, the transformation, the mission, and the call to action. Okay. Number 3 is how to use your author brand story everywhere: social media, signature story, website, and book landing pages. Or you could do it in email sequence before you launch to your audience. Okay. Number 4 is how your brand story sets you apart. No one can tell your story but you. No one can tell it like you. No one can break it down like you. Okay. And that turns not just your title of a book, it is a go-to resource for your audience. Okay. So these are our 4 for today. I hope you enjoyed them. And now let's move on to the next part of this event, which is I want to invite you to the Stand Up Authors Revival and Award Ceremony. It is October the 3rd through the 5th, 2025, in Charlotte, North Carolina, at Embassy Suites in Charlotte. And it is an event put on by Miss Ardenae Garner, and she will have a plethora of authors, speakers, MCs. She has a marvelous program set for a 3-day event in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I wanted to let everyone know that I will be one of the speakers, okay? I will be one of the speakers. I put a video out today to aspiring authors and first-time authors of them to get in to a author conference, get into vendors events, get into things that will lead you to more open doors in your, as it being an author in your author career. Okay. And that is one of the events you may want to attend. You also got another event by Miss Sarah, All I Do Is Win Osby. It is called it is informed as, oh my goodness, my mind went blank. Oh my goodness. Voices on Paper. Voices on Paper Multi-City Book Tour. Okay. Her next visit is in Charlotte, North Carolina, August the 30th. She has Danica Lundy, Bobby Goodwin, Ladidra Penn, and Rachel Branch as the authors speaking at this event. Her next event is in Charlotte, North Carolina, August the 30th, and you need to be in the place. Go to www.voices-on-paper.com for tickets. And you can also see this event virtually. Okay. She also has tickets for virtual attenders. Okay. In Charlotte, as we say, the third Authors Revival and Awards Conference, it is in Charlotte for October. That is www.authorsrevival.com. Get your tickets today. Okay. I want to also let you know that I will be having an event next month, And it is entitled Publish Now What? It is a free webinar. It starts September the 6th, 2025. It is broken down into four parts, right? 4 parts. And it will be the 6th, the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th, okay? And be from 10 to 1. I try not to keep you that long, but you know it's on Zoom, so you got to set that time, set the time. And we start on time, okay? I wanted to say, let me see. Yes, do. So, yep, September the 6th. It's a free webinar, so sign up today. Sign up. Let me go ahead and get into this chat right quick. And we're going to do... So how's everybody doing today? I know I know that today is, I think it's Sunday. We be doing so much work, can't keep up with the days and all, sometimes it is sometimes it can be overwhelming. Starts September the 6th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let me see if I can go over here. Nope, it won't do that. Hold up. Let me go over here. Hold on. It make you do it the long way. But, hey, I ain't gonna be long doing that, partner. Ain't gonna be long. Okay, I put the information for the Publish Now What free webinar in the chat. If you would like to attend, click on the link and you can register today. And something I have for the giveaways the giveaways during this event. Okay, one giveaway is a one-on-one book publishing strategy session. Another prize is the one-on-one visibility strategy session. Okay, those are 2 prizes that you could be in the running for. I put everybody's name in a hat and shake it up, and then I go ahead and pull your names out. That's how I'm rolling with that. Okay, and also have some other things that I want you to really come. You could get a chance. I got some jewelry here, and I have to give away. I'm giving away. It's free. Okay, and it is I have 35 pieces of paparazzi jewelry that I will be giving away. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out how to open this. Okay, found it. This is, if you watched the segment yesterday, you saw some pieces that I showed yesterday that go in this batch, right? So this is a ring. This is the ring. Okay, this is a ring. So this is one of the items I will be giving away. This is one of the items I will be giving away during the event. And you have to be in the place in order to win these prizes. You have to attend in order to win these prizes. Okay? We're going to talk a little, then I'm going to do a giveaway, give you 2 items away. Then we're going to talk some more information. Then I'm going to give 2 more. I have to give away 8 items each day we meet. 8 items on 6th, 8 items on 13th, 8 items on the 20th, and 8 items on the 27th. Okay, that averaged me out to 35 pieces. Okay, so I wanted to say this is, I like giving stuff away. I like giving stuff away. I like giving stuff away. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. And I think it's much. Y'all do be doing a lot of work. Y'all, you tend to your business. You tend to everything. You tend to the things that matter. Your family, your husbands, your wives. If we got any men in the house, and you can if men attend, you can get this to your special lady. How about that? Okay, you can get to the special lady. Okay, this is another prize that you could win. These beautiful earrings here. Yes. I looked at myself yesterday and I saw my nails and it was terrible. And I was like, oh, no, got to go get my nail polish remover and get me some nail polish. So I went and bought some today so I would have my nails look nice. I did them myself, right? Sometimes we on a budget and call for you to do your own self, okay? Um, and I wanted to say, y'all work hard. You work hard as authors. So, you're aspiring author and you filled out all this paperwork and you've done all this, you made it a legal entity and you spent all this money and the book cover and all this stuff and like, can I go somewhere and get something free sometimes? Okay, this is another what will be given away during the event. This will be giving away these earrings here. There's another prize for the event. I do not know when I'll be giving these away, but I'm just showing you what you shall receive for free, in the raffle. So, I just wanted to show my love and appreciation for those that are coming in the room, in the space. Okay? I want to show you my love, my loves. My loves. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see this one. This one. This is a necklace and I think it's some earrings in here. I do not. Hold on, wait a minute. I figured out how to open it. I figured out how to open this contraption. Ooh. Okay. Come on, come on. Come on now. Come on out. Hold on, y'all. Come on out. These and the earrings are part of the giveaway. Part of the giveaway. Okay. Yeah. So this necklace and the earrings. Okay, that's a set. Okay. I'm not separating sets. They stay the way they are. Okay. This is something else. I'm just gonna show 5 pieces at the time. So if you missed yesterday, you need to go back and watch yesterday because I showed 5 pieces yesterday. Okay. This is a bracelet. Ooh, I'm dropping stuff. This is a bracelet that will be up for grabs during the event. This is a nice little pretty bracelet. It's green. Anybody like green? You get your green, okay? You get your green on, okay? And these are our 5 other pieces that shall be in the giveaway for the Publish Now What that is happening September the 6th. For September the 6th. If you have signed up, it's free. It's free, okay? I'm not charging anything, okay? Everybody wants to sell you something, so come on and get some information for free, okay? That is what you gonna get, okay? I wanted to say, if you would like to sign up for the More Connection newsletter, now when you get this, when you sign up, you get the free ebook Kindle version of Coming to Loving Yourself. Okay, that is your incentive for sign up for the newsletter, the More Connection newsletter. And you shall receive. Let me see. Let me go here. Do. Do 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 do. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Do 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 do. Oh. Okay, hold up. Da 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 da. Okay, which one is that? Hold on, y'all. Do do do. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Do 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 do. Um. Okay, this is what we get ready to do. Okay, does someone have a question? Does someone have a question? Okay. Um, Anybody have any questions? Any questions? You can sign up for the More Connection newsletter, and I'll be when you sign up today, you'll get you will get a newsletter for tomorrow because I send out newsletters every Monday. I send out a newsletter every Monday to all of my everybody on my email list. Okay, everybody on my email list gets a newsletter, and it has some impactful stuff in it. And you also, if you cannot have time, you don't have time to read the newsletter, you can always go to the More Connection podcast, which will always have kind of not basically the same thing, but things are more in depth in the audio newsletter for the podcast on the More Connection podcast. And I'm more in depth over there in the conversation. So I wanted to say, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank you for coming. Do anybody have any questions before I close the room? You type your questions in the live chat stream, okay? Okay. Now, like I said, get out to these events. You got Stand Up Authors Revival and Awards Conference in October. Okay. You have Voices on Paper with Miss Sarah Osby. Stand Up is with Miss Ardenay. You have Voices on Paper with Miss Sarah, and that's in October. That's happening, and we have other events happening with other authors, and so I would be glad to have you in the newsletter to advertise your business, your products, your services in the newsletter. Okay? Reach out to me through my email, snjm at ShariceNJohnsonMoa, and you can receive all the information about how you can advertise in the More Connection newsletter. And you can also, I got advertising spots also for the More Connection podcast. More Connection podcast. If you're interested in advertising on a podcast, let me know that as well. And I hope you enjoy all the information that you received today. And the newsletter goes out. Newsletter goes out at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So, and the podcast will be up then too. So I always try to be, on time. I like to be on time with stuff. And I pray to see you tomorrow back here at the same black channel, same black station. All right, for the Post Publishing Power Moves 30-day live series, okay? And I love you all, and I pray you all have a blessed evening. Bye, babies.